Are we creating the conditions in which people are willingly offering more of their capability and potential? So if that's what it is, you might reasonably say to me, well, what is it not? Maybe this picture says what it is not better than I can in any form of words. Now, I don't want to be sexist, but I assume man in truck sees log, heavy log, have to have to stop it, have to get back in the truck, turn the white line on. Oh, it's too much effort, I'll go round it. Well, I don't know about you, but I can think of times when my colleagues say, could we bring the meeting forward this afternoon? Because it would really, really help me, and you think, well, I could bring it forward, but I'd have to tell everyone, I'd have to rebook the room, I'd have to change the coffee. I'm terribly sorry, all our rooms are booked up. You know, think of your own examples. The question is, does it matter? And I would offer two thoughts about why, yes, this does matter, and it matters a great deal, and it's going to matter more into the future. The glass door means we can see right into organisations. How many had heard of Glassdoor? Most of you have heard of it. If you go into a conference, you try it with people not in HR, you'll typically find about 20–25% of people have heard of it. Now, when everyone's heard of it, there's two communities going to cotton on to it. The journalists are going to cotton on and the other group that's going to cotton on are the financial community. In fact, UBS have just done a report based on, it's called GLIS in Germany and so on, done a report based on the raw material for this. So this topic, and when your chief executive goes to the analyst discussion, and the analysts say, why are your employees saying the following, where will your chief executive come straight after the analyst meeting? You. We all, whether we're the COO reporting to the CEO, or the most junior person recruited in, we all report to somebody. We all have a manager. Did anyone see that research out of the United States? 62% of all employees in the US would prefer a new boss to a pay rise. So what are the 38% doing? Where, frankly, people are happy to work for them. Well, we would argue there are three things in our report that came out. We as British and Dutch, we have a lot of good things in common. I think we have something else in common. We have had the gene removed called the ability to give spontaneous, enthusiastic, positive feedback. If something goes well, really goes well, and our people are in the room, and we have to comment on it, don't we say something like, well, that didn't go quite as badly as I thought it was going to go. So voice is critical to catch things early on. In fact, the head of the British Health Service has put employee engagement as one of their top 8 priorities. So next time when you go into a hospital and you're on the trolley, sliding in for your operation, and the surgeon comes to see you, ask them what the engagement scores in the hospital are. They will be surprised, but there's a link to it to mortality.